Hello and welcome to another riveting episode of Sipping Coffee with Jeff. I'm Jeff. Got this new fancy intro I'm messing around with. I'm going to drop it here for a sec just to give you a little preview. It's kind of neat, huh? Kind of does the trick. So today's episode's not going to be as long as Friday's was. I'm not going to be doing computer techie stuff every single time. I would like to do it just to, well, it's me working and it gets my brain flowing. But I know I'll lose about 90% of the audience every single time doing that. And really, that's not what I want to make this about. I want to make this just about talking to you and talking to my friends. So, but I did enjoy that, and I hope that you got something out of it. I didn't get a chance this weekend to go in and tweak that a little bit, so I'll play with it a little bit this week. But I got some other things on my mind that I want to kind of go over and get into. We talked a little bit about resilience on Friday, and what was that? I don't know if you can hear that. My floor was creaking like crazy. I'm going to have to do something about that, huh? Or is that ADD? So, this weekend, I did what a million people in the world tell you not to do with your website. And this is my live, my income generator, my live website. Traffic has just dropped completely off. For months, we're hitting over 1 million page views a month on the website. And over the last couple months, it just tanked down to nothing. I mean, you're talking, what? Let's take a look here. 4,000, 5,000, 3,000, 3,000, 2.4, 2.1 thousand views per day. And that's not good when you are looking at this as an income source, when you're looking at it as the way you're going to feed your family, pay your mortgage, and everything else. When that happens, it's danger zone, right? And yeah, I mean, if you're not aware, it's a sports blog. It's a sports news outlet. And so I tend to look at this I take big chances with it. And some would say that's why I'm in the position I'm in. I highly doubt it, because I have personally resurrected this thing from the dead multiple times. And so what I did on Saturday is I took a chance and redesigned it. The website looked nice, but that's not what anyone cares about. Google don't care what your website looks like. It needs to be usable. It needs to have usability. And it needs to have speed and no errors and be arranged logically. Okay? And I had all those things, but for whatever reason, the way it was designed, my core vitals, which is what Google calls it's how it ranks you, right? It says, hey, here's how healthy your website is. And I was scoring like a 30, which is not good. It's not good in any world. So I think that might have been contributing. Now, it was scoring 30 when I was getting 1 million views. So was it? But what I've found is these algorithms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Google, they're cyclical. So you'll go 3 months, 3 to 4 months, but it's usually around 3 months. You'll get a good 3 months where you're going to hit. They'll do an update. It'll reset everybody, kind of like, clearing the cache on an app on your phone or whatever it is. When it starts running slow, go in and clear things out, right? Google does that. Well, they'll release these new updates, and it's impossible to keep up with it. It really is. I do this for a living, and I still get blindsided. And so I got through, like October 14th, it was like a light switch. I went from dry as a Sahara Desert, boom, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people a day coming to the site. Google was putting me back in Google News, Google Discover, and we were getting a lot of love. And then mid-January just started to dry up. October, November, December. And it trickled in through January, dry. And so this time I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to take the time on Saturday and I'm just going to gut it. And we'll go down to a bare bones, basic looking website and just deliver the news as fast as humanly possible. And so I took my score on the Core Vitals assessment. My performance went from 30 on mobile to 94, which is pretty good. Passed all their tests. And desktop was a 98. But it shifts too. There's, you'll think you get one thing done. You put one hole in the dam, and the next minute, boom, you got more. Install the wrong plugin, somebody releases an update, whatever it is. So I'm going to stay on this and see what I can do. But there were tangible results from what I did. I went from 2,000 views on Saturday when I was making all my changes to 7,500 on Sunday. And I went from, on this one ad platform, went from $9.83 earned to $46.32. So that's a significant jump. Now I have to stop. Like today, I'm going to put the final touches on the changes that I made. And I'm going to just take a step back and let the dust settle for a couple weeks and see if the changes make a difference. And I think they will. Another thing that I did is I took a look at my social posting strategy. So I was on Facebook. I was posting 2 images per post, kind of like if you think of a carousel, I know you've all seen it, where there's 2 images. I'm going to share here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can bring this over and show you. So Instagram really likes, I'm not going to be able to show you. Instagram really likes carousel posts. They do very well. But on Facebook, what I was finding is the images were coming across small, and I wasn't getting as high of a reach as I was when I had just a single image. And so I went into my make.com scenario, and I just made a couple adjustments. And I also adjusted the way I was delivering my message. My message was coming across really, I don't know the word. It wasn't good, right? It was really fan-based, like, hey, Detroit Lions fans. And that's just disingenuous. It's not a very good message, right? And so I went through and I gave ChatGPT the messages. I gave it like 5 or 6 messages that my system had created. And I said, this isn't good. It's not good. Take a look at these images that I'm generating, the message that I'm delivering, and here's my sitemap from my website. I need you to help me come up with a better journalistic forward message that isn't too dry. It still needs to engage the audience. It still needs to drive views. But I need a better, more journalistic approach. And I did that, and man, it came out, and it was super verbose. It was a lot of words. It was too much. right? It was kind of writing its own article within the social. And so I tweaked it. I shut that down, went back, and I said, this is too much. You've gone too far. Let's dial it back just a hair. And it worked with me. And I would be like, I'd do the output, kick it back, and be like, what do you think of this? And I asked the system, what do you think of this? Is this reaching the goal that I told you that I want to reach? And it's like, no, you know what? No, it's not as good as it could be. Here's some refinements that we can do. Here's a better prompt. And I did that like 4 or 5 times until I got a prompt that I really liked. And it's producing solid results. I'm starting to see my reach come back. I'm starting to see a lot more comments and shares. And that's what we want. And I bring all that up, not to talk tech, but relate this to your own life and what we've got going on. You know, you can't be afraid to make the hard choice, to make the decision that is necessary to shake your life up if things are stagnant. If, you know, right now, I'm having trouble generating income. It's a dry season. What am I going to do? Am I going to sit back and lose my home? Am I going to sit back and not have a graduation party for my child? Not in a million years. It's never going to happen. So what am I going to do? How am I going to shake it up? Well, I'm going to take my business, this multi-million-dollar business that is just dying on the vine, and I'm going to shake it up as hard as I can until it starts raining that money again. That's one avenue. That's only one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the pavement. I'm going to lay it out to you guys too, because I'd like to kind of challenge myself, see if I can't do this. I'm going to see. Now, this is only one way that I'm going to try and get out there to earn money, but I'm going to see if I can come up with a way to generate $1,000 with you guys over the course of the next month. I don't know if it'll happen by the end of the month. We're going to shoot before the end of the month. But I'm leaving for Florida on the 22nd for the week to take my daughter down to Florida. So that may extend it a week. But it will be from non-earning sources. So things that are not earning today. I'm talking about new websites. I'm talking about SaaS subscriptions. So we're going to build a SaaS product from scratch. I'm going to do some research today, and I'll talk about what one I chose tomorrow to get that done and out there and start getting subscribers. And we're going to launch an ad to go along with that to generate interest in the SaaS product and see if we can't get at least 1,000 new money coming in a month. And it is what I believe everyone needs to adopt, especially in today's day and age. It is almost like a reckless resilience, relentless pursuit of pushing yourself to be better. And you could do it. It isn't, everyone's like, I can't change my situation. What can I do? And they come out and they'll lay out all of the impossible things that they've built up in their mind of why they cannot change, why they cannot do the things necessary to drive change in their life. And they absolutely can. You're just not willing to be reckless. You have to be willing to lose. And I am, because I have to. I'm going to lose if I don't act. Right? And so will you. If you're in a position where you're looking down the barrel and you're gaining weight, let's pick one. You're gaining weight. And every day you're like, man, I really got to work out, but I just can't. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I don't. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Planet Fitness is $10 a month. $15 a month probably with inflation. The last time I checked, I don't know. Now, I hate Planet Fitness. Hate them. I think they're garbage. Judgment-free zone my ass. But if you need them. Or you can go to your local Walmart, take $20, buy yourself 2 dumbbells, 2 10-pound dumbbells. You 10-pound, you can tone, you can get exercise, right? Then you start doing calisthenics at home. Jumping jacks, burpees, push-ups. Don't do sit-ups. They're not good for your back and neck. You can do crunches, I guess, but still not good for your back. But there are things you can start doing today. Take a look at your life. What are you eating? Let's start there. You don't have to stop eating all the foods that you like. Just eat a little less of them. Get an app. Start tracking every single thing you eat. Every single thing. Weigh it. Get yourself a little kitchen scale for $5 on Amazon. Weigh your food. Track it. And then you're going to look down here and be like, okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean? How much am I eating? Let me see here. Let me see. I think it's I don't know the damn formula. You can Google it. How to find out my base metabolic rate. What does your body burn just sitting here? At my weight and where I'm at, it's about, I think it was 2,300 calories. So I gotta eat below that. Not just 100 calories under there, a couple 300 calories below 2,300. And if I want to lose weight, that's it. Calories in, calories out. Everything else is toning. You're building muscle instead of losing muscle mass. If you cut down your food down to nothing, you're eating 600 calories a day, yeah, you're going to lose weight, but you're also going to lose a hell of a lot of your muscle mass. So you got to have protein. You got to do the research, man. This is your life. You could change. You don't have any money. Okay. What can you do? Well, I don't have any real skills. Okay. That's bullshit. Do you know how to clean your room? Yeah. Well, go on Nextdoor. Room cleaning. $100. I'll come clean your room. You know how to rake? It's spring. Backyard cleanup. $200. I'll come clean your backyard, all the dog poop and all the leaves and the sticks. How much is your mortgage? $1,000? $2,000? It's 20 houses. Or 10 houses at $100. You could do it. We can all do it. But it takes resilience. And it takes drive. And that's hard sometimes. Sometimes you just need to get up and take a single step. And that will take you the rest of the way. And, you know, if you need somebody to push you, I'm here. Message me. Hey, I'm trying, but I just don't know what to do. I'm stuck here. I'm not saying that it's easy. It is very hard. It's very hard for me. I've got all the knowledge in the world. I've built businesses to the top, and it's still hard for me to go and prospect, to go and knock on a door and say, hey, can I help you? But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Somebody's got to do it. And if I can't do it, I bet you any money there's somebody out there that would do it with no money down. I could pay somebody to go and close for me. They'll take money on the back end. They'll take money because they're hungry too. They want to earn. There's a skill for everybody to get it done. So take a look at your excuses and what excuses are you using today to stop you from being better tomorrow? And it doesn't matter, whatever your situation is. And the last suggestion I give you, it doesn't matter what God you believe in or no God. Sometimes it's just better just to talk it out loud. If it's no God, talk it out. You can get on your knees to yourself Just talk it out. Hey, I need help. I'm in this situation. What can I do? How to, you know, give me the strength and the knowledge. Help me find it. And you're talking to yourself. It doesn't matter. You could be talking to God. I talk to God. That's how I talk. That's how I said this morning in the shower. Hey, God, give me the knowledge, the strength, and the courage to do what it takes to be better. Thank you for the gifts in my life. Now, how do I keep them? And you could do that even if you don't believe. It's okay. You could talk. You're speaking out to the universe. But it has to happen. You can't keep that bottled inside. You can't just hold that in. You got to speak it out. Once it's spoke out, once it's off your chest, out into the world will answer. The universe will answer you. So, I'm going to look into options for generating $1,000 in the next month, and I'll track it, and we'll see how we go. Throw some ideas in the comments of what you would like to see me try and what you could try. You could do this along with me. Let's go out and earn, right? And comment in the comments below if you are going through it and you need help. I'm here. I'm willing to push you to listen, whatever it is. I can give you ideas. I got 1 million of them. And yeah, so today in Michigan, it's going to be 62 or 63. Get outside and see the sun. It's been gone for a long time. And try to enjoy the rest of your day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Everybody, have a good one.